On this week's episode of Bayou Wild TV,
Anybody that's ever been to Tiger Stadium on a Saturday night knows the excitement there. But I tell you what, it was well matched by the excitement we saw with a couple of guys going on a wild hog hunt.
Yeah, I really didn't know what to expect. I mean, we came out here on the airboats. I mean, we tore them up. It was fun, real fun. They're shooting still.
I was just sitting here looking, saw the two pigs, started shooting, missed the first 3 shots. I was like, well, dang, that was terrible. Reload another shell, miss again. But luckily at the end, I was able to hit them. I'm Whit Weeks. This is Tigers in the Wild, presented by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Global Outdoors. Find your next adventure and share your experiences with others by downloading the Global Outdoors mobile app or visiting globaloutdoors.com.
Every day, we strive to preserve traditions that have spanned generations.
Around every turn of the bayou, Mother Nature reveals unique people, places, and experiences.
And the bounty of animals and fish. Well, in Louisiana, we just call that lagniappe. I'm Don Dubuque.
I'm Chris LeCoq.
I'm Captain Martha Spencer. Join us as we document the adventure,
Sportsmanship,
and heritage that make us Bayou Wild. This is another episode of Tigers in the Wild. Today, join us with a couple of brothers who are going after some wild hogs.
for West and Whit Weeks, life has always been a balancing act between sports and the outdoors. These brothers grew up east of Atlanta, in the piney hills of Watkinsville, Georgia. They excelled in high school sports and always cherished time with family in the outdoors.
When I was real young, I played linebacker, running back. Then once I got to high school, I started off as a safety. And then once I started to get a little bigger, I started moving down to linebacker and then played running back, receiver, tight end.
I started off, I was at UVA for my first semester of freshman year. And then after I played my freshman year there, that's when I transferred to LSU, and it's been all uphill since then. It's been a fun ride for sure.
Now, as Louisiana transplants, these young men are living out an opportunity not many get to experience, sharing the field as NCAA athletes in Death Valley as linebackers for the LSU Tigers.
I mean, we always compete everything we do, whether it's video games, shooting basketball in the yard, everything we've done our whole lives, we've always been competing.
But today, they're taking a break from the gridiron for a Bayou Wild experience they'll never forget.
Some of my first memories are going out there with my dad just after school and fishing, throwing the baseball. Being outside a lot as a child was kind of where I got into all of it.
I mean, I've been hunting and fishing my whole life. My grandpa as well, my dad, my brothers. I mean, we lived pretty much, there was not much to do in our town, so we'd always just go hunt and fish, ride four-wheelers, stuff like that.
I'm Wes Weeks. This is Tigers in the Wild, brought to you by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer.
There's nothing quite like the Louisiana outdoors. Known for its mystique and natural beauty, sometimes there's no better place to clear your head. John Deere products from Sunshine can help you do just that. From the woods to the field, every view is better from behind the wheel of a John Deere. Ask your local Sunshine dealer about our current promotions, or learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
One of the reasons why Double D has been around for 50 years is because we are consistent with what built the business. And we go to great lengths to make sure that when you bring a deer or a hog or whatever it may be, your meat stays your meat all the way through the process. But we want to be as true to the original intent, which is a local meat company. And that's something that we want to maintain for as long as the Lord lets us do it.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today. Become a supporter of the Louisiana Wildlife Agents Association today by visiting supportlwaa.org. Browse the selection of exclusive gear, including t-shirts in a variety of colors and styles, plus hats, koozies, and more. Gear up today and support the LWAA.
Good morning. My name is Derek Ford, president of the Troops and Tusks Hog Tournament. My vice president, Mr. White Bean here. We got the Weeks brothers. We're down in Delcombe, Louisiana. About to go into the Delcombe Canal on some airboats with the dogs. We're gonna head down south from here and do a little slogging, slaughtering some hogs. So we look forward to it. They're gonna have a great time, and just appreciate y'all coming out this morning. No doubt, we're excited. Yes, sir.
Anybody that's ever been to Tiger Stadium on a Saturday night knows the excitement there. But I tell you what, it was well matched by the excitement we saw with a couple of guys going on a wild hog hunt.
I had always heard about hog hunting. Some of my friends back home have killed some pretty big hogs, but I didn't really know much about it. It was my first time ever going, so I didn't really know what to expect going into it.
I've been with my cousin, but we just kind of walked along the riverbank and shot them. And then I've also been on one hunt where we took the dogs. But in the airboat, I mean, I had no idea what to expect.
Wild hog hunting from an airboat is quite different than any other kind of hunting. For long periods of time, you might just be cruising across the marsh, and you never know when one of these big, brutal hogs is going to pop up, the dogs light up, and the chase is on.
You're on the airboat, you'll see the hut, so you're just kind of riding around. You don't know really where they are until they just pop up. So it's kind of like you got to react like that.
That was the coolest thing ever, because you're up there riding just around trying to look for them. I thought I was a good shot, and then I get out there and I'm bouncing on the airboat while the hog's running. I miss every shot. So I was a little disappointed with my accuracy, but I also haven't shot a gun in so while because we just got off of a season. I haven't shot my gun probably since last summer.
Came up on the pigs, we were bouncing a little bit, missed the first few shots, and then we smoked them.
I don't know, there ain't no loud one.
Put one right through his heart, this last pig.
Collaborated with Hand Harvesters, one of our local teams for the hog tournament. They did a great job getting us on the hogs with the airboats, starting out first thing in the morning. The boys got to kill a few, and then we let the dogs loose. And since then, it has been hogomania going on. Every 5-10 minutes, we hear a shot going on.
I wasn't used to the marsh. I mean, I had mud up to my waist. Out there is hog paradise. If I was a hog, I'd live here.
I can definitely say that experience is something that everybody should do. It is a rush like none other.
Hog hunting down in Delcom. This is Tigers in the Wild.
Delta Marina is Plaquemines Parish fishing one-stop. Get live bait, fuel, ice, tackle, and marine supplies. Then launch into the world's most productive saltwater fishing. Return to the fishing cleaning station, relax in first-class cabins overlooking the bayou, all in Delta Marina's safety video monitored parking lot. Need a fishing charter guide? Delta Marina can hook you up. Cook your catch in your kitchenette or dine in the upstairs restaurant. Visit Delta Marina for a day or a week. Stop in just off Highway 11 down Rosemary Drive in Empire. Visit thedeltamarina.com.
In Louisiana, food brings everyone together. These are the flavors that make friends out of total strangers. The flavors that remind you of home. It's the meals you crave, that take time, that show love. Because in Louisiana, we cook. And we know that when we come together to cook and eat, life gets better. So pull up a chair, leave room for seconds, and pass a good time. Because life needs Louisiana flavor, baby.
Right now's the perfect time for perfectly boiled crawfish or shrimp and the perfect jambalaya. And King Cooker has all the cooking and boiling pots, baskets, accessories, right down to King Cooker's own tested and approved spices, seasonings, even King Cooker's ready and easy to prepare jambalaya mix to make every outdoor cookout perfect every time. Find a retailer near you or go to kingcookerwithak.com and use discount code DDKK23. Become a supporter of the Louisiana Wildlife Agents Association today by visiting supportlwaa.org. Browse the selection of exclusive gear, including t-shirts in a variety of colors and styles, plus hats, koozies, and more. Gear up today and support the LWAA. Continuing this week's episode, we're down in Erath with West and Whit Weeks, Georgia boys turned LSU Tigers. These guys are no strangers to the outdoors, but airboats in Louisiana Marsh provide a new way to experience a wild hog hunt. And with a football background, chasing down a wild hog brings some similarities to chasing down a quarterback from an opposing sideline.
I mean, it's really light because, I mean, you're on the airboat, you don't know really where they are until they just pop up. So it's kind of like you got to react like that. So it's kind of the same thing.
We came out here on the airboats. I mean, we tore them up. It was fun, real fun. They're shooting still.
The most fun I've probably ever had in my life. I mean, that day we didn't want to leave. I mean, it was so much fun riding the airboat, getting to shoot the hogs, getting off the airboat in the marsh.
Today's experience, however, is not only about the thrill of chasing down a wild hog. It also serves to help the community by joining forces with the annual Troops and Tusks Veterans Hog Tournament.
I'm originally from North Texas. I joined the active duty Army as a combat engineer in 2010. I was stationed at Fort Polk, Louisiana, where I met my beautiful, gorgeous wife. I decided to stick around in the state. And when I got in here, we started hunting hogs with some of the very same fellas that we're here with today. And we collaborated together and said, you know what, we can use this for the greater good, helping veterans provide a selfless service to their community. It also has to do with fellowship, being with some people that genuinely care about you, genuinely want you to have fun, and get these hog numbers down and get them to our local food kitchens.
Not only does Troops and Tusks take care of our veterans and provide a lot of meat for the needy, but it also helps combat a problem we've got not just here in Louisiana, but in many states across the country, and that is one of feral hog infestation.
It's important because these animals are a nuisance. They're destroying the marsh, they're destroying the coastline, they're destroying millions and millions of dollars upon agriculture year after year, and they reproduce like rats. And it's people like us that take in and do what we can to kind of keep the population down. And it's a never-ending battle.
Feeding people, taking the meat that we kill these hogs, you process the meat and give it to the food banks. I mean, that's huge. And then also helping the veterans out. You know, you always need to help the veterans out whenever you can, because we wouldn't be here without them. They really make the ultimate sacrifice for all of us to live how we live.
I think that's a great cause. I mean, because the hogs just go over land, destroying everything. So I think it's a great cause. Meat's not going to waste, and you can get those guys out there, and a bunch of those guys already love guns and all that stuff, hunting and all that type of stuff. So I feel like that was a really good opportunity for them to have as well.
God put this on my heart for 3 reasons. 23 veterans kill themselves a day in this country. I myself have seen the dark times for myself, and hog hunting helped me get out of it. Fellowshipping with good people, community service, providing a selfless service to our community again is what it's about. And how we do that is we help the state of Louisiana the best we can by trying to decrease the hog population. As many hogs as we can kill for the weekend, that's our best bet. The third reason is that these animals are a source of protein. We talk to our non-government funded food shelters as well as Hunters for the Hungry, and we give these hogs to them as a protein source to use in their facilities.
There's nothing quite like the Louisiana outdoors. Known for its mystique and natural beauty, sometimes there's no better place to clear your head. John Deere products from Sunshine can help you do just that. From the woods to the field, every view is better from behind the wheel of a John Deere. Ask your local Sunshine dealer about our current promotions, or learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
Right now's the perfect time for perfectly boiled crawfish or shrimp and the perfect jambalaya. And King Cooker has all the cooking and boiling pots, baskets, accessories, right down to King Cooker's own tested and approved spices, seasonings, even King Cooker's ready and easy to prepare jambalaya mix to make every outdoor cookout perfect every time. Find a retailer near you or go to kingcookerwithak.com and use discount code DDKK23.
We love our children. We protect them. We guide them. We prepare them for life in the world. With all that we do, from deep in our hearts, we cannot control all things. Life-threatening illnesses and disabilities affect far too many of our children each year. While we cannot change the circumstance, we can make dreams come true. Dreams to provide hope, to provide spiritual healing and strength, to provide moments of happiness and relief in the hardest of times. We can give a glimmer of light and hope in a time of darkness and despair. Join huntofalifetime.org to help make dreams come true, to provide hope for children with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Hunt of a Lifetime is a non-profit organization fulfilling dreams for hunting and fishing trips to youth 21 and under with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Visit huntofalifetime.org to learn how you can make a difference.
Hi, I'm Miss Louisiana, Mackenzie Scroggs, with a safety message from the Louisiana propane dealers. Propane cylinders are safety certified for 12 years, and after that, you must have it recertified or traded in for a new one. And if you make any changes to your tank or appliances, you must have it inspected by a certified propane dealer. And that's the law. Propane is safe, clean, exceptional energy for everyone. And it's a fuel for our future. To find out more, visit LouisianaPropane.com.
This trip is a reminder that as outdoorsmen, we have a responsibility that extends far beyond the thrill of the hunt, using our skills and knowledge in the outdoors to help those in need, while building bonds with other hunters is our biggest obligation to keeping outdoor traditions alive.
Having made the outdoors my career and also my hobby, I know how much time it takes to put into it. It's very hard to imagine the time that you have to balance when you're an athlete, whether it's collegiate or professional, to continue to participate in the great outdoors.
It's crazy with how much time it consumes, but I mean, you get free time here and there, so it's always, you can always squeeze something in if it's on the weekends, bye week, anytime like that. I just love to get out and go do whatever I can, whenever I can.
And for West and Whit Weeks, there will be many more outdoor adventures in their future.
I mean, I think there's a lot of correlation. I mean, you can learn, the game of football has taught me so many life lessons, and you can say the same thing about hunting. I mean, you got to be patient. I'd say even on our hog hunt, the first hour and a half, we probably saw 3 hogs maybe, and I know we ended up getting like 35 or something like that. So
not having to travel to 2 different places every weekend, and then seeing, you know, especially for my parents, my dad and mom, seeing both their boys play together at the college levels, probably more special than we can even know. And I mean, we love being around each other. We live together. We really do everything together. So playing college football with him, I mean, I never thought I would, so I wouldn't say it was a dream of mine, but now that it's come true, I couldn't be more grateful.
Thanks to the troops and Tusks volunteers who made this trip possible, and to the Weeks brothers, who are now honorary Cajuns in our book.
Oh, you gotta come try. I mean, it's I would say one of the most fun things you can do out here and down in the bayou.
It's unlike anything I've ever seen. Like you said, I'm from the high ground. I've never seen anything like this, where you take one wrong step and you're up to your waist in mud.
When some Georgia boys make it down to Louisiana, we got to put them on the hogs and show them a good time. And after this, we're going to feed them some good South Louisiana Cajun food, skin hogs, and I think they might even get to go check out some catfish bowls and some garland. We're going to show them a good time.
That's just another day in the adventure, sportsmanship, and heritage of Bayou Wild.